3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kewlcast podcast. I am your host for today, Preston, joined here by my guest, co-host, not guest, co-host Travis.
I've been demoted. Hi, guys.
And co-host David.
I've been modded D. Hi.
Bro is modding.
Modded. Modium.
Exmodium. Asmodeus, the Arbiter. How you guys been? Anything special going on this week?
Not really.
I had a jump scare when I woke up today.
Oh yeah.
What?
So, you know, I'm peacefully sleeping, right? And my mom just comes in the room just like, Travis, your friend David is here. Like, what?
Travis,
the fuck?
Put a girl
on.
And so, yeah, I go onto the porch and David's there. We talked for a second. He was in town.
Yeah, decided to give a friendly hello.
He just popped up.
Yeah, I was doing my weekly pickleball with one of my new friends, and that's out in your guys' city. And so I was driving around, decided to say hi.
Hello.
So I was like trying to debate on all the different methods to like kind of do a little funny scare, haha. Like I was thinking about like going up to the side door and scratching and being like, Travis, there's a homeless guy outside or something, or be like, hey Travis, I don't remember this being here, and just sending a picture of your front porch or something. Like I was trying to think of all these things, but I was like, well, one, I don't want to invade his privacy too much. Two, I don't want him to come out with a gun. And three, I hope he's like not asleep, so that like it'll be for nothing, or he's out with his dad. And I was thinking, well, it's later in the day, so he's not gonna be out with his dad. But also, I know his sleep schedule's been pretty messed up. And I was like, when your mom opened the door, I was like, and he's like, oh, he's sleeping, I'll go wake him up. I was like, no, you don't have to. She was like, I will. So okay.
I like to imagine your mom got right in your ear and just,
Travis.
They hit the second tower.
Second tower.
Oh my god.
But no, other than that, just a lot of gaming this week. I hate to say it, I hate to admit it, but GTA Online, it's got me again. It's got me again.
I'm holding a gun to your head, bro. I need to release you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, tell Preston and everybody in the chat the purchase you've made recently. I don't know if you told him last week or if you made this. Go on.
Did you pre-order GTA 6?
No, I don't even think you can yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I probably would, but anyway. Fucking. No, I just bought the $10. I caught it on sale for $10. It's $20 by default, but it's the PS5 upgrade to GTA Online.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been into it a little bit more, checking that out.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
Experiencing like an entire 2 updates worth of shit that's on next gen console exclusive.
Like what?
Hal's Garage. That massive thing. The Pontiac GTO only on next gen. I think it's called the Judge or something. That's so cool.
The 60 FPS alone is always like the biggest upgrade in my head.
Yes. Also, not to mention with the PlayStation 5 like features with the controller, I was like half worried. The reason why I hesitated for so long to buy it was because I don't want to just buy it and it be kind of like regular like upgraded PS5 game. Yeah, exactly. But looking better. It's like I bought a PS5 because I want to experience some haptic feedbacks, bro. I want to feel hitting pedestrians at 60 miles per hour in my hands.
Oh, my wee get hard.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
But no, yeah. Travis has almost coaxed me into making a purchase as well. So that might be fun to get back into.
Yeah. I'll be waiting for you with my new cop car.
Oh, wait yeah.
You spent the 4 million on the fucking Crown Vic.
Bro, I had like 8 milli just sitting in my pocket with nothing else to do.
Your bro's been doing a lot of pizza deliveries.
By a lot, you mean the one to see what it was about, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't lie, that Crown Vic do look cool though.
Real.
Yeah. I've kind of been almost the opposite with gaming, or maybe not the opposite, but no, never mind. I'm in the same boat when it comes to what games I'm playing. I'm slipping back into just I have no interest in, like, Sparking Zero is probably the first game I've had any interest in terms of a new title. Every game like past 2018, I have no interest in playing at all. I'm really just sinking back into my like oldies but goodies kind of mind. Like, I love the old game janks. Like, new game jank just feels like it feels like wasted money, whereas old game jank just feels like, oh, that's fucking weird. That's stupid. Haha.
Yeah. It feels more like being a kid and just picking up something and having to like figure it out, like make it make sense, you know.
Right. Whereas nowadays, like, if there's any jank in a game, it's like, wow, I spent money on this.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say this is like a boomer nostalgic kind of sinking back, because I'm playing, I'm almost finished with Dead Rising 1. I've never played this game to completion before, and I'm having so much fun with this old game. It has been the only game in recent times that I have like gotten so genuinely angry. Like, the NPCs, oh my god. I'm sure you could, I have all these VODs saved. I will be clipping every single time, like, let me clear my throat. Watch your guys' ears for a second, but there's a clip where I'm sitting there and I'm like, come on, Kendall. You just get through the fucking horde, Kendall. You know, why are you aiming your gun? Like, and I'll like yell in my fucking voice. I'll sink back into my chair and I'll go, reload the checkpoint because his dumbass got himself killed, and then redo it again, and then be like, okay, see, that wasn't so fucking hard, fucking moron. And then I keep playing the game and having, it's the only game I have not raised my voice this much at a game. I've given myself a headache, hot ear, like genuine anger, but I can't stop playing it. It's so it's like a relieving kind of anger.
I know a topic I've probably touched on before in previous episodes. I've had sort of like a gaming renaissance because I realized, made a big realization earlier or later last year or earlier this year, that when I pick up games, especially the newer games, because the newer games are kind of more set to do this, but any game, it's like, for the past good while, I've been meta-ing without even realizing it the heck out of games. Because I'll pick up a game, get like this idea of what the objective is, and just try to do that objective the best. But it's like, I realized when I played games as a kid, I would just genuinely play them. Like, I would just sit down and like, oh wow, this is a cool world. Oh wow, I don't, you know, that person's talking, he seems really bad, and then like slowly over the next couple of hours you figure out the story and crap like that, get attached. But it's like, nowadays games are like, oh, this this tractor's like slightly faster than the other one, time to nerf it, you know. It's you kind of get a meta mindset.
Live service.
Farming sim meta, bro.
Farming sim meta. That was one of the games that broke me out of that like meta mindset.
No, I think that's part of the reason I'm actually enjoying GTA Online this time around. Granted, I'm on my account where I kind of already have a lot of what one would want, but it's like, why needlessly like grind? Because that was always why I shoved myself away from GTA Online. It's so grindy, right? Yeah. And I'd always be in this perpetual state of like, oh, I gotta buy this, I gotta grind to buy this. And this time around, I've just been like, how about I have fun making money instead of having money to make fun, you know?
Yep. Oh, man.
That's why I grind all the time in GTA, was because it's the same reason I'm still at the same job I'm at, is because the work itself has a level of, it's monotonous to an extent. It's not the literal same thing. There's enough play in it, but yeah, it's like, it gets me thinking. It helps me focus to just constantly just have something to constantly do, watch the numbers go up. That's why I loved grinding in GTA. But I stopped liking it because I found the most efficient route to take. Then it became monotonous.
Yeah.
There's that new change, that subtle change and everything just out the window, gone.
Yeah, and it's not even the fact that the monotonous itself kind of almost ruins it, because some games you can like find just the most quote-unquote efficient way to play. It's the anxiety, that all-time anxiety of like, well, I'm not doing it as fast as I could be. I miss it, almost like a sort of FOMO in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, the monotonous does like play a huge role in that. It just, because I know GTA Online especially, it was always just like, everybody's trying to find the most min-max way to not waste seconds, and I just, that overwhelming anxiety just makes it so boring. Wears you out.
I can't say I've ever had like enough to the point to call it like, dang it, I had because I never cared about like crashing or flipping or whatever.
Oh yeah. No, that was like what made the game, like half of the fun of GTA was just crashing in the most wildest, spectacular ways.
And they were always by a car shunt boosting into your head.
Yep. Is that what it's called? Dude. Shunt boosting?
That's like what the Arena Wars thing is called. Like Arena Wars has the update where you can like hold A and tap left bumper and your car like and shoots to the left or the right.
Yeah, Spencer really likes that feature.
It's so
that
fun,
is pretty cool.
But that's literally what the cars are doing, is they'll just on all four wheels just get shoved to the left without flipping.
And what's that called? A shunt?
Shunt boost.
Yeah. That's hilarious, actually. But yeah, and wasn't it confirmed that the GTA developers did that on purpose?
Oh, it's in the coding.
Yeah. Because I think it's a callback to the first ever game they made.
Nope.
What? It's just this game? What is it from then?
GTA 5. People eventually, I think when it came to PC, people were able to rip files and code and whatnot, source code and shit, to put mods on, because you have to fuck with the source code to whatever. They found that coding in there. I don't know specifically what it was, but they just found that is an intended feature in the game for cars to do that. When confronted, Rockstar said that their only reason they had that there was so your driving skill wouldn't max out immediately. Which is stupid and bullshit, because you still max out your driving skill easily before anything else. Your driving skill is now maxed and you still have to deal with the issue. But
I just remember,
yeah.
I just remember seeing a YouTuber discuss that, because he was talking about like Rockstar history, and he said when he pointed that feature out, or that kind of like quirk about GTA, they were like, well, could this be a callback to their first ever game developed? And the first ever game, or car game similar, kind of had that weird wacky arcadey where the cars would drive at you or something. I have to look into it again.
Yeah, I'd be willing to believe that, but yeah, Rockstar has given an official statement on them being outed by that code, and they just said it was so you didn't max out the skill fast enough, and
yeah,
it's stupid.
It's just an intentional way to slow the player down.
Yep.
Yeah. Short cards.
Have you guys seen that one clip of like the car crossing 3 lanes to do that to somebody?
Oh, millions of times, dude. Oh my god, yes.
Actually.
I mean, it was just so ridiculous because you could not be further apart on the highway, and just how quickly it levitated across the road to fucking crash.
I think I saw a caption like that said Floridian drivers when they miss their exit.
Oh man. Me on the way to Kmart.
Kmart, dude.
Shut up, Travis. I just said that at the same time. You know Kmart is so old. When I hear that name, and the first thing I think of is the Resident Evil 3 movie, because there's a chick in that movie called Kmart. Because that's where they found, she's got amnesia. That's where they found her, was a Kmart parking lot during the zombie apocalypse, so they just called her Kmart.
Kmart chicken. Man, we older than the events of that game. Sorry, go on.
That's wild. That like when the last Kmart was still here in my town. This is a funny coincidence. That was how I discovered GTA 5, because it was still in the promotional stage. It was really new. This would have been 2012. So that's I remember just standing in the electronics section, just seeing all the promo material. I was like, "Whoa, new Grand Theft Auto!"
Yeah.
Lady Red Bikini. I know where you were, Trev.
Neuron activated, but
I was there too.
Kmart was like the staple like clothing area. Like anytime my grandma took me clothing shopping, it was always a Kmart.
It was like Ross before Ross.
Oh yeah, I kind of forget about Ross. I don't do clothing shopping.
Only reason I remember Ross is because it's in the mall, and anything that's not their clothing is really cheap. Like they have these massive like painting canvases for like $20. They're beautiful looking. They are massive and they're cheap as hell.
Matter of fact, one of the paintings that actually fell down off my wall not too long ago. Well, it was a while ago now. I just haven't put it back up. Was from Ross. I
It's just sitting there on the floor.
Well,
it
yeah,
fell
it's in
over.
my closet.
Bro's just been walking over it the whole time.
Yeah, dude. Next to my like
floor now.
broken lamp and my shattered desk. I'm actually filming on the ground, laying on my belly.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking. No, I just put it up because I haven't gotten around to fixing it.
And Ross, like I don't know about their clothes. Their clothes are expensive, but they got a lot of like. I don't think I've sent you guys the picture. There's a picture. Ashton grabbed a fucking Dragon Ball Z headphones.
No,
and they were $10. And they don't sound that bad. The microphone doesn't sound like they sound like it's a bad quality, but for $10, they sound solid.
That's awesome. Now, would they be able to put a girl on? That is pretty cool, actually.
I'll send the picture in keywords. They're baller looking though. They look so swag, bro.
Yeah.
Peep these.
Looking drippy.
You look high as shit,
man,
dude.
Bro,
I was posing so like fucking sideways, like so stay calm.
Dude, I was hitting that guitar shred like so sideways, bro. Bro, I've been feeling sideways about going to this party, man. Using sideways as an adjective is funny. Or adjective in that context.
Sideways. Oh, you can see the people behind us. That's funny.
Oh, wow. Invading privacy.
Yes. Yes. Tell me the way you put
the Preston Stoner allegations.
Yeah.
No, he just really
so funny.
He sloshed in that picture.
Dude, yeah. You know me.
Bro used all 9 of the Dragon Balls to summon a bottle of rum. There's only 8, isn't there?
I used all the Dragon Balls to light this fire bong. Lord Shenron,
I was about to
smoke up.
Dap me up.
Man. That's cool. GTA. Respectfully, Travis, I will not join you on GTA. I don't think ever.
Yeah, that's valid.
Especially the PS5 version, because you gotta buy the PS5 version to actually play with Travis now. I mean, he technically still could play the PS4 version, but he'd
crossplay and shit. Yeah.
It's not cross-gen. You have to play the PS4 with PS4, PS5 with PS5.
No, you see, the thing is, my PS4 account is locked to when I made the transfer. So,
yeah,
like all the progress I've made so far on the PS5 is not gonna transfer to PS4. It's kind of like I split the account into 2 different universes.
So you just kind of copy paste on the PT on the PT5. What? We need to stop talking about GTA. My brain's rotting already. I'm already mapping out the fucking the highway bay location of the bunker straight to the docks.
Bro, you want to help me with this Kyle setup?
Dude, quick? That's crazy because I was literally imagining that one bunker up in the north, like driving down.
Oh, the free one.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Polito Bay. Was that it? The Polito bunker?
I think so.
Dude,
having to like
just
drive.
thinking about those forests and trees gives me a fucking migraine.
Was it just me or like anytime you drive to that area, it'd be all like raining ash? It's only in that area. And I'm dead serious. I thought it was a visual glitch at first.
Okay, yeah, we really need to stop talking about this. He's got schizophrenia already. We gotta move on, boys.
That's Travis's. He's been playing GTA. What you been up to, David?
Oh man, one of the things I mentioned earlier, played pickleball. Did the regular weekend pickleball. I know last weekend, yeah, I forgot. No, I didn't forget actually. I knew it. It was just the fact of I'm so not used to it being in my schedule that I stopped and realized at 6 p.m., like way late in the day, oh wow, today's Sunday. And, you know, I was so looking forward to it that I just kind of forgot what day it was. So, but, no, this Sunday, went out there, played 3 matches. We played for points this time. And he's pretty good at it. He's part of a team and whatnot, local team.
Damn.
Yeah, no, yeah. And, you know, I gave him a run for his money. It was still fun. You know, we played for points, but we didn't really play seriously against each other. That wore my butt out, though. I forgot to throw the shorts because I ran out of. Anyways, that's a mundane thing to talk about. But mundane. Went fishing yesterday. You know, the usual.
Fishing.
This week went by slow, but I'm trying to think of what all I've done. I haven't really done like anything too out of the ordinary. Oh yeah, I've been working on my No Man's Sky Platinum for the PlayStation.
Ooh, that's a tall glass.
It is, because one of the last 2 that I need is reach the center of the galaxy in survival mode, and then reach the center of the galaxy in permadeath. And I decided to bite the hardest one first. And last night we have some unfortunate news, boys. I made a new one. No. Yeah, I made a new one Friday. I put a lot of hours into it, and Saturday, since I didn't have much to do, I was just gonna sit there and like grind it, right? Just get as far as I could. I knew I probably wouldn't be able to finish it, but I just wanted to get as much as I could in. A storm came about, and if you've ever played any of the modes harder than like just regular normal one, the storms in that game are brutal. You will run out of sodium and batteries.
It will
so
actually
fast.
fucking kill you.
Yeah,
if you don't
it will
get
actually
cover.
kill you. Exactly. So I dug a little cave, like a little hole in the ground to like stay out of the elements. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play on my phone, wait the storm out, you know. So I sit down, you know, headphones still on, but I'm sitting there scrolling Instagram, and I hear the noise of my shield breaking, and I look up, and before I can do anything, I see like a dinosaur in my hole attacking me. And as I reach for the controller, I see my screen go black, and an Albert Einstein quote pops up. I lost all that fracas. So I started a new one not too long after that. I'm not gonna let it defeat me. And you know, it's upsetting, but that's part of the challenge, you know. But I just thought that was so funny. It's like the way I died in that world was a dinosaur went down in my little cubby hole and killed me.
Dinosaur went deep in your hole.
Oh no. Deep in snot. Deep in snot.
Oh no, I apologize.
I hope we don't get copyright strike for that. But because that's an actual song, I think.
Yeah, we laugh, but you do the song pretty fucking good.
But no, yeah. Besides working on the platinum for that, I know we've been playing some Minecraft. Me, Travis, and Spencer. Kind of accidentally got a little world started. I think me and Travis were playing, and Spencer just happened to join or something. Then since then we kind of play on it here and there. I haven't done anything too serious yet. I know the other night me and Travis.
I built probably the best house I've ever built.
He went baller.
That house is so cozy.
It is. And we just been spending like our PlayStation's just kind of decorating it, like adding furniture. We still don't even have it fully furnished.
Yeah.
So
still like half the rooms are empty.
Building a fucking mansion, dudes. Damn.
Kind of. It's a homestead type looking house. It's got 2 stories.
Yeah. Comfy.
Very comfy. It even has a little what do we call that, nook, where you can like look out through a window, and we're gonna put like bookshelves in there, and we drank a lot, and it ended up like head bopping in Minecraft to songs on Discord.
Fuck yeah.
No, yeah. I remember on my birthday, I felt so bad because I was so hyped to play drunk Minecraft, and I drank so much that night that by the time we got to playing Minecraft, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna watch you. You guys are awesome at playing Minecraft.
Sum 41.
Yeah, exactly.
That was so good, though.
It was. I enjoyed that night, but I was like, the other night when me and Travis were drinking, I was like, I'm not gonna ruin this for myself. Like, I want to properly play drunk Minecraft, and I think I hit a good level of like enjoyment and still playing Minecraft.
I still feel a little bit because that was my first time being like the sole like head over a bunch of drunk people. So
I don't blame
the second you necked half of that bottle of like piss warm sake, I was like, slow down. We're slowing down. We're slowing down, David. We're slowing.
Wait, was that at the very was that at the very beginning or?
No, it's about halfway through.
Oh, okay. No.
But I did learn. Sorry to cut you off, but I did learn.
No,
I could let people go way fucking farther before I should start putting my fucking hand in their face.
No, because I sort of remember that. I remember at the very beginning kind of taking a lot, and then that sake was also extremely low percent. Matter of fact, I saw the bottle here.
Yeah, it was like 9, 11, something like that.
I think not even. I think it was like... Oh, wait, there's a big old sticker on it. Oh, no. Oh, wow, that was actually a lot more than I thought it was.
17?
No, 15.
15, okay.
Yeah. Which is still not a lot. Yeah. But,
not for how small the thing is, but yeah, necking half of that all in one go on top of everything else that was mixing around.
True. I've still been like wanting that pickle, whatever that was. Was it a rum?
A pickle whiskey.
Spicy
pickle whiskey.
That was so good. I remember you and Ashton like holding me back like some... I don't know. like it's like I've been kept in the dungeon and you guys are like taunting me by having a bucket of water right in front of me, and you're like holding my arms back from like trying to get some more of that. It was so good.
It's because that stuff is so gross. It grossed me out seeing you enjoy that shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'll happily take that off your hands if you don't want it.
It's too funny though.
It kind of is.
Yeah, we gotta get the boys together again. We need another drink tonight.
Oh, we do.
Wicked pickle, spicy pickle whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some of that. Take a shot. But no, yeah, besides that, Minecraft and drinking and No Man's Sky trophy. Yeah, I technically have a third one, but that one just kind of comes with time. So that one's just surviving this many minutes on the harshest types of planets. But that will just that'll just come with time. So technically,
just play the game.
Yeah, exactly. But so 3 trophies left, but 2 of them I'm actively working on.
Yeah. Travis got to feel proud.
Oh yeah.
As a platinum connoisseur.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I try. Not to circle back to me, but I just remembered I tried to go for Red Dead Redemption 1 again this week and put it back down immediately because I forgot a lot of my trophies are related to the gambling minigames. I've already spoken about how much I hate gambling in Red Dead 2. Like, I do not like gambling in Red Dead. Oh.
Have you ever heard the definition of monotonous insanity, my friend?
Because, in Red Dead Redemption 1, the economy in story mode doesn't reward you as much. So in my save where I beat the game, I still only have like $500. And the buy-in for any high-stakes gambling game in Red Dead 1 is like $200.
No.
God damn.
I get like 2 attempts at these and I'm done.
And then you get to go run around and fucking grind money like a pissant just to immediately lose it to gambling.
Yeah, so I think I've decided I'm not platinuming either Red Dead. I love those games so much, but not platinum.
No, yeah, trophies do not equal fun of game. Sometimes they can, but
sometimes.
If you enjoy the game enough.
Even then, some of them are just too much.
It's a biased opinion I have because I am a sucker for like unnecessary challenge. I'll absolutely be aware of when it's just fucking padding for the sake of difficulty padding, like bullet soaks, but I'll still be sitting there going at it like a fucking idiot. But it's funny, both of you were in the realm of going for 100 because I'm also kind of going for 100% on a game.
Oh, are you keeping it down low or what?
No, so with me playing Dead Rising, not only has it been a game I haven't played a game to completion in a very long time. I've been stuck in that loop of like pick up a game, play it a while, put it down. And the only games I put a lot of time into don't really have a definitive end to it, like Left 4 Dead or whatever. Dead Rising, I've been having so much fun with that. Not only am I neck deep in creating a script for an entire video I'm planning on making about it that's massive. I'm currently, like, as it stands, I have 6 full VODs. I don't even know what VOD stands for, but I live stream. At the end of the stream, it saves it as a VOD. I can download that VOD. So, like, 2 hours worth of footage of streaming. I have 6. Currently, I have 16 hours of footage to sit through and watch. I'm not even done with the game yet.
Oh, man. Oh my goodness gracious.
Halfway. I'm very close to the end, but I'm currently halfway with the first stream, and I have a script strung together of 1,200 words so far.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
And I've still got like 14 hours of footage to sift through.
I was gonna say, be so grateful that captions can be auto-generated.
Oh fuck no! No captions. No captions. This is I'm completely changing up the way I do videos here on. As much as I love clip dump with captions, I burn myself out doing those way too goddamn fast. So this is one of those things that's I'm gonna sit on for like a whole month of working towards playing the game. It's not gonna be like an informational video of this is my experience, you go here and here and here, but it's like my thoughts, my opinion, my experience, my shenanigans with the game and how I went through playing, like that kind of deal.
Yeah.
After I finish this, I will be playing the game again with the sole intent of achievements, and I'll have a second video up of my 100% status of it. I have a second doc where I'm keeping track of when I earn an achievement, what VOD, what time, and whatnot, so I can find it better. That one, I don't know if you guys know Dead Rising 1's, like, achievements. 7-Day Survivor.
Yep, I've heard about that one.
No, I don't know much about the game.
So, there's a game called Infinity Mode, and it's literally just never-ending. You just try to survive as long as you can, get as many kills, get a score, yada yada. 7-Day Survivor is survive 7 in-game days in the Infinity Mode without dying, because if you die, you restart.
Oh, so like
7 in-game days is 14 consecutive hours in real life. The longer you're in Infinity, after some amount of time in Infinity Mode, your health starts to just drain slowly. It gets faster over time. So you also have to keep track of that. So you can't just stand still. You also have to periodically come in, eat food to get your health back up, this and that. So,
that consecutive.
Yeah. Like 14 hours, like put the controller down, fuck off, do something else, come back. You cannot pause the game, you cannot turn it on, nothing.
Oh man.
Once you click start in Infinity Mode, 14 hours later, if you don't fuck up.
Bro's gonna have to repurpose a Home Depot bucket.
No, there's certain strategies where you can get on a certain thing you can stand on and legit just walk away from your computer for like an hour and a half, come back, eat food, check up this and that, yada yada. But that's probably the hardest one out there.
Make that like the pinnacle of your streaming experience. I'll watch that. I'm not a huge stream watching thing, but I would watch that, like you do in the 14-hour challenge. Just just checking up on you occasionally. I wonder what Preston's doing as your unaggressive chicken frying in the background.
Yeah. I was debating if I should stream or record it, this and that, and it's just one of those things where like I'm definitely not recording that, because that would eat so much storage, but streaming it, like,
you want to have
I'd be able to sit around. Streaming would just mean my computer's just constantly. I'll probably stream it. 14-hour stream sounds funny. I'll just have to set a complete day off, like some random Friday, but...
Yep. Maybe you could do a stream, and then somehow, if you can save it or transfer it after the fact, turn it into like a video. Kind of like how, I guess, Dark Viper does it. I've never watched one of his streams, but he's always like...
That's exactly what it is VODs.
Yeah, okay, VOD, yeah. So, that would be awesome, actually.
Yeah, it would just be I'd have to download the VOD on my computer because I do all of my editing on my laptop because it's way more powerful for video production. But since that file would be so chunky, I'm better off downloading it from my computer for that faster download speed, taking it to a program, chopping it up, then putting it in like Dropbox or something, getting it onto the it'd be a little fun. It's not that hard. It's just extra steps I'd have to take, but
tedious.
Yeah.
I thought of a good drinking game. Take a shot every hour you pass. Start in the morning. Start morning drinking.
See, that's the thing is I'm going not this playthrough, but whenever I start my achievement playthrough, which I wanted to do it this upcoming Friday, but this upcoming Friday I've got dentist stuff going on because one of my wisdom teeth are growing through.
Nope. No talking.
And I got to get that pulled. So
fair.
That'll be fun. But it's just one. I'll live. The curse has been lifted for me. I don't care anymore.
Not me.
Shatter your face. But
okay, green
so I won't be able to do my funny because I was gonna. I'll think of it, but I'll have a drinking game for when I do my achievement stream. That'll be a long one. But I can't do it next week because whenever I drink, alcohol, blood thinner, it makes my gums swell a little bit. Not something you want to combine when you have any of that stuff kind of going on. So I'll probably have to put it off for a whole other week, but whatever.
Yeah. Make a drinking game where every time you press W, you have to take a shot.
Sure. I'll be walking backwards the whole stream.
David just being a closeted alcoholic this whole podcast.
See, there's connoisseurs and then there's alcoholics. David here is an alcoholic.
No.
So that's what I've been up to this entire week is playing Dead Rising while simultaneously writing up a script. Like it's nuts. I have it color coded and everything. Like if I were to show you guys a little video of what I want to take a small video and scroll through it when I'm done because already now it looks like a vomit of color. It looks so bad.
But it's so cool that I remember you saying I want to get into streaming more. And it's always one of those things where it's kind of like most of the time somebody says I'm going to get into this more. And they kind of like I don't like it as much as I thought it would, but just to see you like really rocking it. Like I said, even though I don't really watch I don't watch your streams yet, and I'm not a big into like watching streams themselves.
Watching streamers from start to finish is a very peculiar thing for someone to do.
Yeah, so I'd rather watch like edited clips on YouTube after the stream. But hearing you like really enjoy it and kind of giving you that enjoyment is really nice.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with him, and Spencer's been a big help. Shout out Spencer. He'll occasionally pop in, and even if he's not popping in midstream, I don't know how he has the time for this, but he will go through my fucking VODs and make a bunch of clips about these super specific niche moments, and I'll be like, when did you have the time to sit down for 3 fucking hours? One hand, thank you, you're awesome watching my shit, but on the other hand, who are you? He's a hive mind of people, I swear to God. But.
Bro, he knew Travis's PlayStation like details.
Yeah.
Dude, that's been baffling me. I don't understand how he not only like knows the PlayStation details, he found the obscure website that I use to track my platinums.
Oh, wow.
And he found my like stats there. I don't know what he's been doing. Or why he did it.
Spencer is just is so much smarter than we are. Just on a level I can't even comprehend anymore.
And it makes it even worse because that certain video he edited, I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I was like, you guys pushed him off the edge, didn't you? You guys just pushed him right off that edge. There was an edge, he was on top of it, and you guys just killed him. You guys pushed him off. No violence was committed in this video.
No, when I say this, like I've known Spencer since 6th grade. I guarantee it's not a sense of we infected him. I think it's just we're the only people he can let that shit out around.
I don't know.
We get to see the side of Spencer that no one else sees.
And I don't like that it was added as a noise effect in the Discord.
You were added.
No, the sound effect.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that's perfect. I
don't
love
like
it.
That was added.
I love that was added. It's so funny.
Yeah, I love that it was added.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Well, I love joining this VC at 3 a.m. just to listen to that noise for about 30 minutes.
No Discord Nitro moment.
Shut up.
All right, let's get to the. It's a good thing this
Actual
topic. Yeah, it's a good thing this topic is very light because we only have like 20 minutes left. But this isn't an incredibly in-depth topic. I want us to talk about horror games since it's this spooky month.
Yeah.
Horror games are there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I made sure to give you all a heads up, or just kind of like think about horror games you've played or at least remembered, just kind of idly, because I've got a couple questions to ask. And it's more just like a fill in the blank, dabble on it a little bit kind of thing, but let's see. Where did that? There it is. Now, the most basic question I could ask on this, what is your favorite horror game? A horror game that you can think back on and just go like, that's the one I like the most for any reason. It could hardly be horror, but just a horror game you played and you just cannot help but think fondly of it.
Travis, let you go first.
Oh man, that's tough. I guess I kind of thought up a couple highlights throughout the years. I didn't really think about which one's my favorite. It's taking me off guard. I've never thought about what my favorite horror game is. I actually have to say, I think the one that that struck me the most and that I was super in-depth into has to be the first Five Nights at Freddy's. The OG, as a standalone even. Just the aura that game brought when it first dropped is unmatched in my mind.
Whoa.
Bro, drop the dookie of scare.
It really is a one of a kind. As biased opinions from me, yes sir, but
Oh yeah. No, it really did take storm on that jump scare type of horror content. I know other games kind of had jump scare, but that one really
it captured the atmosphere.
Yeah, I don't. I'll be very upfront. I don't like jump scares at all. So, a lot of horror games I really don't like. Honestly, what Five Nights did to me was the atmosphere and all the questions it arise. Like really theorizing back then was so fun. Like, what is any of this? Who is Golden Freddy? What does this mean?
That alone built a game series like Empire. Five
Real.
Nights at Freddy's. Oh yeah, that's a really good game to choose.
Five Nights at Freddy's. You got anything, David, or you want me to fill in a blank?
I have something. I don't know if it was actually this game itself, but let me take the timestamp. 43. But I don't know if it was actually this, but Amnesia.
Ooh, classic.
I don't know if I might have played a little bit itself, but mostly my experience with that was watching a friend at a lock-in when I used to be in Boy Scouts. Did a lock-in, and he would always bring his laptop and play it. And just like the amount of stress that I would have when he would not make the right turn or he would make a wrong decision, and just like I would start freaking out because like turn that way, turn no left, and you're just sitting there so engaged in what he's doing. Like is that the game where it has the maze and the creatures chasing you?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the whole game, right?
And basically, and just
maze,
that stress.
obscure puzzles, and horrors.
Exactly, but the main bulk is being chased. And dude, I know me and Travis were talking about this not too long ago, but being chased in a horror context is like it's no bueno. Especially stairs, in my personal opinion. Stairs are horrifying.
Ascending or descending?
And both, just being chased by something and you have to stop and monotonously go up a staircase, like especially the way games do it, and they slow you down. But Amnesia was a memorable horror game that I had the most experience with. that I enjoyed. Preston, your turn.
This is probably gonna shock you, but I don't think FNAF would be my favorite horror game. I don't think the gameplay is interesting enough to keep me there. I don't think there's a single FNAF game where the gameplay makes it a good game at all. It's like what Travis, it's everything surrounding the gameplay that I love about it. But in terms of like my favorite horror game, I want to say it's something, I want to say Soma. Soma was a really good one. That was like one of the first horror games I played. I never did beat it, but I played that thing pretty far out there. Like,
I looked it up, and it's a women's clothing brand.
Soma.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there. I looked up Soma game.
Weird, because this is not a niche game. This is a very popular game.
I've never heard about it. Tell us.
So, if I remember, this is an old game. This is like a 7-year-old game, but pretty much you go. It's kind of like BioShock-esque, where you're kind of in like leagues underwater, and shit goes wrong. But I will not give major plot points to the game. In fact, I don't want to give anything out about the game, because if you haven't played it, you need to experience it, because it's really fucking good. There's a lot of plot twists. It's very
That's what I always hear. It's one of those, like, everyone who talks about it says you have to go in blind.
Absolutely. No, actually. Learning any bit, because every, like, it's almost like Scorn. That game where it's just, like, it is horror, but it's a lot more, like, curiosity and concern. Like, confusion. But you don't really get the answers. Like, that game is genuinely if you were just teleported into fuck off galaxy somewhere else. You never ever actually get told anything.
Open-ended.
Yeah. You're not given a start point. You just go in that game. It's very interesting. But Soma, you do piece together things. It's like Scorn in the sense that when you like start playing, you know nothing. You just like, holy shit, something's gone wrong. What's that? We got an issue. Let's go. And as you go on, the deeper you go into the game, just the more and more and more you find, and the more serious it gets. Like it's great. So I gotta say, it might be my favorite horror game, which I need to replay it at some point. But
it does actually sound pretty cool.
It's weird. The favorite question always has a few different answers for me, because I was thinking vibes when I said Five Nights, but I guess I have a question. Would you guys consider, like, the Resident Evil 5, is that a horror game?
Yeah.
Would you guys consider that
Matter
horror?
of fact, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Because, I consider, like, 4, 5, and 6, they have scary moments, but that's the era of Resident Evil that delved way harder into action.
Yeah.
So I guess I could also consider Resident Evil 5 my favorite horror game.
It's like Left 4 Dead, both of those games are considered horror genre. Pretty much anything that has zombies in it is 90% considered horror. There are just other games that are scarier than that. Fuck, Metro is another great horror game. Oh fuck, those are also really good. But I like those for the atmosphere more than I do the horror, though, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like, horror with that definition, because at that point, the funnest horror would be like Black Ops 2 Zombies.
True.
But I feel like horror has to be I feel like we all know what the definition of horror here is, though. But that is interesting that you would have left out Resident Evil. Travis.
No, it's not Resident Evil, because I can talk about those later. It's that specific era, like 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Those are way closer to action, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Nemesis was because 4 is when you play on Leon again, going through the village. That one, I feel like 4 might not be even close to the scariest, like, Resident Evil. Like, I think even 5 did scary a little bit better at times. Like, it made you more anxious. 4 was just, like, you're learning more about, like, a massive cult ring than you are about, like, that is the point of it. But I don't know, it feels like a different type of horror than the rest of the franchise, in a good way.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't see what's so scary about 5. I mean, when you have Professor X just chasing you around, and he's in a wheelchair, he can't go very far.
That's not even 5.
That's 2.
Oh, 2. Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
Professor
Resident
X.
Evil 1, 2, and 3, peak horror of the Resident Evil franchise,
Okay,
hands
yeah.
down.
I don't know. Was that your
7.
only leading question? Because
It's
do you
just,
have a couple more questions?
oh, there are a couple other questions I've got.
Okay, because that's
My
my
bad.
issue. I'm trying to save some of these.
Yeah,
Fair.
because that's the thing is, whatever you say, and I mean, I said this intentionally, whatever you said for your favorite game, cannot repeat. No repeat
Okay.
answers. Even though one could absolutely fit multiple, nah. So I got Soma, David has Amnesia, and Travis has FNAF 1 as favorite.
Yeah.
Yes.
FNAF 1.
Here comes an immediate 180. What is your least favorite horror game? A horror game, you just, nothing about it is positive. You just, not even like, oh, I can't stand that, it's too scary, but just like, for whatever reason, you just don't fucking like it at all.
It's actually a good question I have to think about.
That's a big
'Cause-
thinker.
I'm gonna say, because I haven't really played a whole lot of like horror games, and the one that I've had the least amount of fun just playing overall, and the atmosphere and stuff like that, I've never really minded. I didn't like when it was all hyped up, but like the FNAF games were kind of, I didn't really like playing them. I enjoyed the jump scare, but I think 4 was the only one that I slightly enjoyed, and I played that at my friend's house, but I never got into them. But I don't know if that's my answer yet. I have to think.
That's fair.
But Travis, you bring in the old noggin.
Got a few.
Okay.
I guess in this modern era, I have to ask, can I choose the current state of a game? Like, not the game as a whole, but the current state?
I know
Because
exactly what you're...
That depends. If it's, say, like multiplayer, but the services are down, so like the multiplayer is
No.
solo, like, what do you mean by the current state?
I cannot enjoy Phasmophobia anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game.
I
Why?
can agree. I can agree with that. I agree with that totally.
Out of
There's too
curiosity,
much.
why?
Too fucking much.
Yeah,
different.
there's too much going on. There's too many features now, and none of them mesh as well as they used to, in my opinion. The gameplay loop is not as satisfying as it used to be, and I just... Anytime, you know, the boys are like, let's play Phasmophobia, I'm just like, I don't wanna.
I want to see if
really
there's a
don't
way to
wanna.
revert to a previous beta or whatever, because
That's so unfortunate.
like I'm not like I'm not totally negative against the game. I'm not like, oh, everything they've done is bad, but like I'm in that same bit.
Hey!
But I'm in that same mindset of currently the game is just the game was
I
so
will
easy
say,
to
though-
get on and off back then, but like you said, there's too much shit that works against you so severely. Jumping in blind, it's such a steep curve.
Yeah. And I will say, I don't know if that's fair to give that my least favorite answer. I'm just trying to rack my brain here to find my truly least favorite.
Just a hot one on the brain.
Yeah. Just the one that came to mind.
Man, I still don't have an answer. Because I don't know what other questions you're going to ask, and I don't want to just throw FNAF out there, because I don't feel like that's fair.
No, that's the point. That's the point of this. You got to get. When I say least favorite, I want to know your least favorite, just right off the first thing that comes to mind.
Horror game. Least dead. Like, nothing about it. And it has to be ones that we played, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you haven't played it, no, it's not. You have to have played it. You have to have, yeah.
That's the problem, is I haven't played a whole lot of horror games. I either watch it on YouTube or I watch my friends play them. Like Resident Evil, I've only ever watched Travis play, and I played it for like a couple minutes because we were testing out the PlayStation Share Play feature. But besides that, most games I've just watched. Why don't you go ahead with your answer, Preston? Give me some time to stall.
I want to say, of all the horror games I've played, my least favorite one is probably Until Dawn.
Ooh,
Which
what's that
it's-
about?
Oh,
It's it's a very popular game. I just never cared about it. There's a couple scenes that I do like, but playing like the game as a whole, I'm not the biggest kind of like, what would you call that game? Like interactive story kind of game, like Telltale
Yeah.
Dawn-esque. I'm not the
See, that's the hard... this is a whole debate I could almost dedicate an episode to, but games like that, I struggle to view them as games.
Oh
Yeah.
You
like
know, they're
stories.
it's like I love Telltale games, right? They
Yeah.
have great stories, but I would never like sit down wanting to play something and play that kind of game
Yeah.
because you're not really
Like a
playing.
once and done. The only reason I still consider some of them games is sometimes they will have quick time events where it, like if it's literally just a moment pause, what's your choice? That's an interactive story. That's a book you're choosing. Yeah. But since they have like Until Dawn especially has so many moments where like the PS4 controller, you have to keep the controller completely fucking still if you move the controller and stuff like that. So Until Dawn, I feel like, is the most game-like of those kind of games.
Yeah, I'll give Until Dawn some slack. There is some gameplay there.
That's interesting. I have my answer.
Ooh.
This one's gonna be a curveball, but I'll consider it because man, that game could get stressful. But I hated everything else about it. Like it felt so good, but Ark Survival Evolved. That game could be a very big horror game, especially the swamp. Going into the swamp solo.
See, that's one of those games where you're like, I struggle to call that out. Like, I could see how it could be called horror game.
Yeah,
I could never personally call that a horror game. So that's one of those.
that's.
It's a gray area one for me.
Yeah, I had to think about it because, like I said, I haven't played a whole lot of horror games, and the ones that I have played, I genuinely do like. So, in terms of like horror and experience being scared, Ark Survival Evolved is the closest that I can say that I don't like it, and it is horror just because of how terrifying. Especially those funny clips where, like that one, oh man, the T-Rex is too far, he ain't gonna get me. Oh,
he's so fast, he's so fast.
He's so fast.
That's fair.
It just turns into squealing. Like that game could be a horror game.
I think
fair.
definitely solo or just co-op with a couple friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I definitely call that pretty close to horror. I don't think it's intentional.
No.
Like, this is a horror game, but like I said, it's a gray area. I guess I'll allow it.
Yeah, I can agree with it.
Yeah, with the whole idea of like when you said co-op, the tethering, frustration.
Oh god,
And it's
that's
just-
split screen. The local co-op.
Yeah, so it's just like
God.
everything about it. I can't stand by it. It just it fights against you every step.
Yes.
And I don't like it. So it's my least favorite. Like I said, I don't play a whole lot of horror games, so I'm sorry.
So least favorite is Travis Phasmophobia. Me is Until Dawn. David is Ark. And I will say a lot of my like extremes definitely differ. There are some certain times where I feel stronger about other games. Sometimes I'll forget a game exists and whatnot.
Yeah.
Here's a bit of a funny one. What is the funniest horror game? A game that is definitely horror, but you just couldn't help but just find a moment that is so fucking funny about it. It could be the most serious horror game, but just it had enough about it that you were laughing too many times.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna open up with a baseball bat. Zombier. That is the funniest fucking horror game I've ever played.
Zombier.
Yeah, it's so like, it's so dramatically like funny horror.
Is it meant to be funny? Or?
Oh, absolutely. That game is made like if I showed you this here, I'll take a screenshot of the store page of it. You'll absolutely know what this game's about. It's so fucking stupid.
A game that just makes me giggle when I get like I just can't take it seriously, or it's really funny to play. I gotta say my answer, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Content warning. That game's
Yeah,
hilarious.
we
I
have the
love
same
that.
answer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. I was gonna say I was thinking of Lethal Company and content
I
warning.
was too, but I praise Lethal a lot for like the ability to take it seriously when you want to. So I think content warning is my preferred answer on that one. Because like
yeah. Oh, go on.
that falls in the category like I couldn't take that game seriously because of how funny it is.
Yep.
Exactly, and just the naturally created like funny, just like wait a second, where's Spencer? And you just hear like from down the hallways. Just instantly fun. Granted, I haven't played Lethal Company yet, but
I highly recommend getting it. Good fun.
Yeah,
Good fun.
I'm going to soon. But yeah, content warning is the closest I've had to that funny horror game you could take seriously. And it's pretty good at being horror, actually.
Yeah. Again, we talked about it last episode, so I'll delve on it. My only issues with content warning would be just the game is really fucking loud. And then Spencer brought up the good point of he likes Lethal way more than content for the fact that Lethal Company, you're not tethered to whoever has the camera pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did talk about that last. Wow.
Yeah.
It did go by slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Content warning. Yeah. What's yours, Travis?
Oh, content warning. We share the answer.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we shared that. Love that game.
It's a funny horror game. It's content warning for those two. Zombie for me.
Yep.
What do you think is the dumbest horror game?
The dumbest?
Yeah. That's a pretty hard one. A pretty vague one, but just a horror game you think about, that's a pretty fucking stupid game.
Man. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Shit. Zombie is a pretty dumb horror game.
But, like, that one has a purpose. You enjoy it, right?
It is funny. Can't lie about that. No, I know exactly what I know exactly.
I have to think about this. Alright, I'm gonna say something. I never got into it. I don't personally like it. I know it was really popular, but would you guys consider Among Us to be a horror game?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think that it would be in the same zone as Ark, but a little less, just because there's a lot less going on.
Fair. I just know the whole... Okay, I see what you're saying. Man, I really have not played a whole lot of horror games.
Me neither, really. Which is I can't think of anything that could fall under the dumbest category on horror, just
same.
because of how little I've played.
New World is considered horror game. That's a MMORPG.
Yeah, like the term horror definitely gets thrown around, so it is pretty like just what you think most people would consider horror.
I haven't even played much of the like main staples. Like I've never played a Resident Evil game. I know what's that one with Isaac in it? You're in space. Death Stranding.
Dead Space. Death Stranding.
Dead Space. I've never played that. I haven't even seen anything on Dead Space except for recently. Their remaster.
Oh man.
I've got a pretty low blow for a horror game. Mm-hmm. I think Unturned is a pretty dumb horror game.
Man,
I never could. It's almost the same. And the reason I think it's dumb and stupid is the same reason why I think DayZ is dumb and stupid, because you have to. It's a lot of running around. Like the snowball for those games is so incredibly fucking slow to build up to even start. Finding the snow to make the snowball with takes for fucking ever in both of those games. And it feels like with both, once you get the snowball going, there's like a lot of my Unturned experience, which I played a lot of it even back when it was on Roblox originally.
Yeah.
Was just a lot of running around, finally finding a lot of items, a lot of really good items, and still running around because there's just almost nothing to fucking really do. You don't really use the items all too much, so I wouldn't say it's a bad one. I still enjoyed it the time I played it, but anytime I think of that game, I was like, yeah, it's a pretty fucking stupid game.
Man, I love that game because I remember watching, like, I'd only ever play computer games at my grandparents' place on my granddad's computer, and he had DayZ, and I remember playing DayZ, and it was just like super janky, super buggy. Basically what you said, just a walking simulator, couldn't do much. Like, because this was like when it first came out. And I would see YouTubers like mod the heck out of their DayZ experience, and you'd have like water and eating and nutrients and stuff like that. And then I'd always be like, man, I really want that so bad. I want an in-depth survival game. And then here comes along Unturned, which basically kind of had all that stuff at the very get-go, you know, temperature, kind of much more in-depth eating and water system. Building, that was a big thing I got into, and stuff like that. I quite liked Unturned. It's so unfortunate.
Yeah, I just could never find any of that.
That's definitely for me. I don't know if I'd call that horror.
That's what I was thinking, but I allow it.
What, Unturned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the zombies. The zombie
Yeah,
survival. It's pretty big.
Oh,
if I had to pick another one, it would be a really niche game that like no one Eyes of Memes. That's a pretty fucking stupid one.
Eyes of Memes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm just kind of searching for ones that like could be considered a fair game to say, unless someone has strong opinions on a certain game or something.
If you're going with the zombies definition, this isn't gonna be a hot take, but from my little experience, I need to replay it because Travis has urged me to give it a retry.
Oh no.
This is gonna be a really hot take, but release. I'll say this. I'll add a caveat. Release base just came out. Black Ops 3 Zombies. I hated that experience. It captured none of that vibe or experience of Black Ops 2 Zombies had, and I just could not get the Black Ops 3 as a whole, and their zombies suffer the same issues. I thought I did not like it, and
just
I know
talking about release. That's fair.
Yeah,
I agree with release,
because I didn't even know for the longest time until I met Travis actually that they remastered, added a bunch of packs that remastered
Zombie
a lot
Chronicles.
of Chronicles, including
baby.
Origins, which is my all-time favorite one. So like I said, I need to really give it a try. But just the whole gobble gum mechanic, the weird wall, not even the wall running wasn't that bad. That was probably the only feature I liked. But just none of
only two of those maps even had the wall running was only for Shadows of Evil Pack-a-Punch and that one section in Revelation. I don't think any other map really did the wall running.
DE, which Revelations and DE did the same exact room.
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I did not like Shadows of Evil, and I thought it was just so goofy and whatnot.
A lot of people would agree with you.
I definitely get that because that's the strongest a map has ever come back around on me, because Release, I was in your boat too. I hated it. I was like, this isn't zombies. I even went back to BO2 and was playing that a lot.
Yeah.
But as the years went on, Shadows of Evil has creeped up into many people's and definitely my top 3 or top 5.
No, yeah. I said that is good to hear, but the last experience I've had with BO3 was legit when it first came out, and maybe the month or 2 or 3 after. Then I stopped playing it and did not hear anything about it or interact with any, because it was much easier to just zone a game out of your mind, because internet was pretty prevalent back then, but I don't know, I don't watch it as aggressively as I do now, but I didn't even know until 9th grade when I met Travis that he was telling me oh yeah, they ended up remastering Origins, didn't you know that? And I was like, what? It's yeah, in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And it's oh man. But I thought that was pretty cool. It was also the night I played Moon for the first time. Or whatever that map was. That was a pretty good map. I quite enjoyed that.
If your main opinions are of BO3 when it first released, then yeah, literally I can say with full confidence, everyone would say you need to retry the game.
And I will some point, but it's just not a game that's been huge on my radar anyways. Especially since you guys play on the computer, and I don't have it on the computer. I don't even know if I could not run that on neither my Mac nor my Steam Deck, because it would not run on Linux or Mac. The anti-cheat software, that's why.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
it's only on Windows.
Schwinders.
Preston, did you ever get... No, Travis, you never gave us an answer.
Travis.
Yeah, I am struggling here, boys.
That's fair.
I cannot think of a dumb horror game for some reason. I can think of a couple dumb horror games,
How about
but
The Last
a dumb
of Us
horror
2?
game. I want to say that, but there are things I still think aren't dumb about that game, like the gameplay itself.
Oh yeah, and the PS5 survival mode or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there are things I can say that horror game has the dumbest story ever, but I don't know if we can count that. Last of Us 2.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's fair.
Inherently just the dumbest horror game.
It could even just be like silly dumb. Like either wow, that's really
Silly
stupid,
dumb.
or wow, this is so stupid. I love like just dumb.
Well, David gave a zombies answer. Infinite Warfare.
Oh,
Zombies.
Fair.
That's a very dumb, silly, stupid
I don't blame
zombies
you.
mode.
Yeah, I'd say it's the most positive dumb horror game.
Yeah, it's a very positive dumb.
I typed in Infinity Wars with an S.
Oh,
All right, let's get this. All right, we got 2 more questions. Let's speed through it. What is the scariest horror game? The horror game that just freaks you the fuck out the most. I think I know Travis's, because me and Travis kind of share the same sentiment about whatever I'm thinking of, but I've got one that's probably not what we're thinking of.
oh, you think you know my answer?
I think I do.
I don't know if that's true. I was saving Resident Evil 2 for this because that's just fresh on my mind, and the being
Really?
chased in that game is done so well.
Fair. I was thinking you were gonna say FNAF 4, a game we genuinely cannot fucking play.
Okay, that's up there. That's pretty far up there. Yeah.
Oh, the bedroom one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one's my favorite one as well.
Yeah. No, it's an amazing game. I cannot play that one.
Why?
Yeah.
The whole like sitting like you. To check the doors, you have to hear breathing to know whether it's safe or not. And just the fact of sitting there in dead fucking silence, listening for something that might not jump out at you, like, it's the dread of the first game amped up to 1,000,000. That's not my scariest game, but that is way up there, and it's a sentiment me and Travis have shared for a very long time.
Yes. No, I will say 4 is up there for me. But still, I just think Resident Evil 2, you can ask David, I had to stop playing it when he was watching me play
He
it.
literally
Like, I had
tapped
to,
out
like,
on me.
do the share play and hand over the controller. So I was like,
literally got to the
something about
go on.
being chased by, it's Mr. X, right?
Yeah,
Professor X.
David keeps
Mr.
throwing me
X.
off by calling him Professor X.
Mr. X.
Yeah,
But
something about
that game
wheelchairs.
does horror. But just the being chased, like, even zombies themselves, zombies haven't been inherently terrifying to me in a long time since playing that game. Like, ooh.
Yeah, you should go walk by that guy that's laying on the ground. He's definitely dead. I swear.
He's definitely dead.
He's definitely dead. No, yeah, it was funny because literally he played it all the way up and he's just saying, man, I don't know how I'm going to do it when Professor X comes rolling out. Like, dude.
Load-bearing helicopter lift.
Yeah, literally that moment he walked to the next room and he was going to... I'll give you a medal of bravery for this because he tried for like a good like couple minutes after that scene. But he got trapped into a room, and he just said, "All right, David, you play." Just like, you got this now.
you got it, bud.
You can take it from here, Chief. But no.
The best part is I could hear Travis's reaction to whenever X just.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. No, Travis is the dead silent scared. Like, he'll be talking. Okay, so we gotta do this puzzle piece. We gotta do, and you hear a noise and just. And he'll be locked in for however long.
It's the immediate pause the game, too.
Yeah, he'll do it. It just goes dead quiet and just like collect his thoughts, contemplate.
It's with the Lord baby Jesus.
But no, yeah, Travis is very fun to play horror games with. We need to do that as a stream idea on Preston's. You have to play Amnesia.
We have the Twitch channel, Keel Gaming, if we're ever all in person.
We need to buy Travis Amnesia and make him play it. If I remember correctly, that game is so stressful. I'm so upset I can't reuse that answer.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, like, if you think Resident Evil 2 is scary for the reasons you do, Amnesia is so much fucking worse about that.
Travis,
oh no.
You see how, like, kind of nonchalant I kind of played Resident Evil 2? Not to brag, but, like, Amnesia had me stressing. That game is another level because the maze, the monster,
it's so fucking dark.
Dude, a pipe.
It's good dark though.
Oh yeah, I remember like losing my crap because my friend was like walking by and a pipe burst, and the way that the game, like, I was so locked in, it had me stressed.
Because the worst part is in the Amnesia games, a staple is your sanity. the longer you are without light, the worse your mental condition. I think it's literally like your icon is a brain, and the worse you're like, the longer you're in darkness, scary events and what, like the worse your character sanity gets, like the more it like just fucking like rots. But the game gets like just harder to see. Like you get like the weird like a concussion effects games do, where it like fades out the corner of your eyes a little bit. Like you'll hear your character's heartbeat, like he's getting like audibly like really fucking worked up, like losing his mind and shit. I want to say there might even be hallucinations if your sanity is at rock bottom, but I don't know. But yeah, that game is like David said it best. That game is stressful. That game is so fucking stressful.
I couldn't even watch YouTubers play that back in the day, so I'm sure it'll
that'll be so
it'll
fun
really affect me.
Brother, let me tell you, it hasn't gotten any better.
Nope.
Oh yay.
But that's when I think we'd have a lot of fun, like getting together in person, all of us sitting around the same screen, just like party cast controller and shit, like just freaking the fuck out.
I could definitely do that.
Dude,
see, the thing with horror for me is I don't like being alone and scared. Like being together with people
it's
and
so
being
much
scared is it's not it is easier, but it's not the fact that it's easier, it's the fact that like it's more interesting and enjoyable that way.
True, yeah.
Like there's nothing more bonding and like I can only describe it as cozy than like being scared with someone.
Campfire stories. I was gonna say,
exactly.
In order to capture the vibe even better, we had to like get a laptop out and play it like laying with our stomachs on the ground and like a towel or something or on the carpet. Like that's one of the best ways to play a horror game. Just laying on the floor, playing on the laptop, and then like all the lights are turned off.
Which that's I share that, but that's probably just because my opinions on gaming in general is just the more people the better.
True.
Just as a whole.
I mean that with horror as a whole, especially though. Like watching a horror movie or like doing something spooky, like exploring a spooky place with someone else.
Yeah.
Epic.
We've still got a squirrel stapler and pony factory. A lot of us need to sit down in VC and like parsec around.
I'm still real curious about squirrel stapler.
Dude, I guarantee you it's a scary ass game.
Oh, these are games, okay. I have my answer. And this one is I'm so happy I remembered this. Or I even thought about this. But it genuinely does scare me. Phasmophobia. That game is genuinely also pretty stressful, and it's not Amnesia, so I can't reuse Amnesia. But besides that, I'm trying to remember how to spell Phasma.
Phasmo. Phobia.
But no, yeah, playing that game, and you'll be with your friend, and you'll hear like just the music turn on and it's getting louder in your room, and you have like seeing you and your friend scat, just the stress of trying to find a hiding spot and hiding behind the pot, knowing it's not going to work, but hoping your little pants off that he's not going to see you. It's like, and then just hearing that subtle and just like, I'm cooked, chief. And that game has a lot of stairs, which going upstairs with the ghost hunting, no sir, nope, that kills me. That's one of the games where like all you guys are running and goofing around, stuff like that, and I still have to be peckish even though I'm playing with friends, because that game would genuinely scare me. I think the only night I stopped taking it seriously, which even still scared me, was the "Hey Peter" night with Travis. "Hey Peter," and he's here, "Hey Peter," and we freaked out and ran outside and started giggling. But no, that game will have me stressed. Like, I love that game.
The ambiance carries that game hard for me. Like just entering a house and just suddenly hearing that and just like close in on your ears. It's deafening, the silence.
And like I said, the hiding, trying to find a hiding spot. Like you hear that thing coming and you're hiding behind a desk, bro. That's the best you could get to. And then going about, Travis, are you still alive? And then just like opening a door and finding his dead body. Oh. And then just having to like play the game by yourself.
No.
Oh no. But no, that's my answer. For
Hey, that game is VR. The game is VR.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I could not do.
I would, but that'd give me a heart attack.
I think like one of the first times I ever hung out at Preston's house, he had like
Put VR
his
on
family
your
had the
head.
PlayStation VR,
Oh,
and he
that's
tried to
pretty
get me to play
Killing
the
Floor?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I wanted, yeah. Oh, that was fun. I love that's my favorite.
I could
VR
not.
horror game.
We need to slam 500 beers each, and
Yes.
500 cigarettes, and put a
500
VR on
cigarettes.
immediately. We need to drink an entire
So you
handle
don't
of
puke.
vodka and play Beat Saber.
Not Beat Saber. You would throw up from exhaustion.
I know.
Have you ever like played Beat Saber?
I have.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I love Beat Saber.
I genuinely use Beat Saber in my morning workout.
that's actually pretty good.
Endurance training for the upper body. Oh my god.
I don't blame you for that.
Sudden
one, yeah.
squats.
Be real for that. All right, Preston, give us your answer.
So, I play a lot of horror games. I love horror games. I've played a lot of them. I think the scariest one that I can like immediately my brain goes to is fucking.
Oh, that's so terrifying.
That's a good scream. What the fuck? Yeah, Cry of Fear. That
Ooh.
I want to say that's one of the few games that not only scares me so bad that it hurts, like my chest tightens from how bad I recoil, but it does it constantly. Like even replaying the game, like I've done the apartment section like 4 or 5 times. There are still so many times I'll turn a corner squinting my eyes because it's so fucking scary. And it's old. It's an old ass Source game too.
Yeah.
Those are the
But it's
best. Good. I just looked it up and I see the Polish Chad and the Virgin Slower. I don't know what that is.
The hell?
That's funny.
Cry of Fear. Let's see, are they Polish? Yeah, they're Polish.
Oh, Polish. Wait, I might have heard it. Is this where you're like exploring a radiated
No,
place?
that's Stalker.
Okay.
Those guys are Ukrainian. I only know that because they had a massive announcement going out when all that stuff was happening. But
I have a funny story relating to Cry of Fear. Preston was kind of there. He was in VC with me when this happened, and I'm sure I've told this story to you guys before, but I don't know if I've told it on the podcast. So here we go. Me and Preston were doing like a parallel playthrough of Cry of Fear. We both started the game at the same time. We're in VC with each other. And we were just playing alongside one another. And I had to go use the bathroom. And I'm already like psyched up, like scared as hell about this horror game.
I remember this.
And I'm in my bathroom and I'm like, okay, I gotta open the shower curtain because like it's closed. There could be ghosts back there. I'm not taking any chances, bro. And I go to step towards my shower. Hey, wait a minute. I'm falling.
Oh,
my leg had went through the floor, through the bathroom floor. Because the water had drained really bad. Old house, really shoddy like extension because our bathroom is part of an extension of the house from a few years before we owned it. And the water had like seeped through, weakened the floor. And I just leg went straight through.
What is it with you and falling through stuff, bro?
I'm fat.
Oh.
There's a simple answer.
You beat me there. You've done it again, Spider-Man.
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 God,
But no,
I'd forgotten about that whole moment until you said me and Preston Cry of Fear. I had a moment, and it just rushed back to me like, oh my god, you did have a moment.
This is the kind of a story you'd tell your high school counselor about, bro.
I can only imagine Preston's POV of like, hey, he's been in the bathroom for like
I was like
40
he's
minutes.
been there for half an hour.
Oh, man.
I just come back casually like, yeah, I fell through the floor.
Oh, shit.
That's pretty good. But no,
But Cry Fear is multiplayer. It's a multiplayer game. There's multiplayer. It's very fun.
Yeah, it has a co-op campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really fun.
It was super fun. Loved it.
Is Cry Fear not free?
It is.
Why am I looking? I have to look it up.
The free game.
That could be a game.
I'm curious if you would run it because it is Source. It's based on the Half-Life 1 Source engine. But it is its own standalone, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just gonna add it to library.
Very, very fun. All right. The final question. What is the most memorable horror game you've ever played for any reason? What is the most memorable horror game to date? Mine is, I'll start off, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, it's...
Man, I shouldn't have burnt that answer.
I didn't plan this out. I just threw these questions in there, and then as we sat down, I kind of read through them. And the choice to make it like whatever you picked for it is cemented in stone for just that one was only decided on the spot. So I didn't plan this out, but until last second. But yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's as a whole. Hell, no. The first game is the most memorable horror game I have ever played or witnessed ever.
Burr was locked in.
Yep.
Homie said, "Hey, Preston, have you seen this new game on the phone?"
Yes!
And Preston's eyes shot up.
Phone?
With dopamine.
Phone?
Phone?
Phone didn't get the game until a very long. I think.
Wait, was it on computer?
Yep, computer.
Okay, I would not have known that.
I think we didn't get mobile releases until I want to say the third game is when we started getting.
Are you sure?
Or maybe the second game. We did not get a mobile release for a while. Yeah, it could have been the second game. But when we did get mobile, they were free up until I think Sister Location came out. Then they all got changed to, granted, cheap prices, but they did get changed.
I thought it was always you got the free demo release, like you get to play through night 1, maybe 2, depending on the game, and then you can buy the full game.
Nope. Not with mobile.
When Five Nights at Freddy's,
I could have sworn, bro.
FNAF 1 on PC was like you could get demo nowadays. You could get demo, but it did originally release as full game, the first game at least.
I swear to you, dude, I remember the second game as playing on the bus with my middle school friend because he had the game. And we played through the demo, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy the full version tomorrow." I could have sworn, bro.
I can see both sides to this.
Shut up, David.
I will be offensive for today.
He's our daily fence sitter.
Yeah. But... also just dawned on me that the shortened word for fan art would be fart.
Thank you for that.
All right, go on, Preston.
Yeah, I've been a part of FNAF since before the first game even released. I think my first bit of media was Markiplier got to play the beta, the demo. He got to play it like 2 or 3 days early. So I got to see experience gameplay before the first game even. No, he got to play the demo early, and then I think the next week later the full game released. So I've been a part of FNAF since a week before the first game even released, technically. But so yeah, that first game is so memorable. Like Golden Freddy, the second, like it was, what is it, like a 1 in 10,000, 1 in 2,000, 1 in like the amount of people who play through the first game multiple times and do not get that occurrence ever. Like the second I saw that happen on the first time I was watching through and saw no one else get, I was like, that's my favorite character. I like that one.
I like that one. It's stayed that way since.
Yep. Fucking 14 years later, Golden Freddy is still one of my favorite game characters to date. To this day.
Profile picture.
To this day. Yep. I literally that's why the bear is my favorite fucking animal. It's why yellow is my favorite color. Genuinely.
Bro picked a game. Bro saw a character and said, "I'm gonna base my whole life around this."
That's it. Which it wasn't. The color is coincidence. My favorite color was teal for a very long time. Yellow didn't make its way until like 3 years ago.
Okay, describe teal to the closest primary color best you can.
Let's see, blue and yellow.
Okay.
It's like a light blue with like maybe a green tinge in the back.
I'll just look this one.
Well, it's hard because teal sometimes it's a bright teal.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe cyan is what I'm thinking. No, turquoise. That's it. I'm a fucking idiot. It's turquoise.
Turquoise.
Okay,
is a good color.
what would you describe our like default like Kewlcast blue as? Like if you look at our Discord icon right now,
that's it. That's like a turquoise
Yes.
cyan kind of color. A very like
Psyop?
almost a neon like teal, a neon turquoise, whatever.
Yeah.
That was my favorite color. That's why I used it for fucking everything. But
That's a good color.
I used that as general subtitling, and I just kind of, I don't remember when or why I made my subtitling color yellow, but I did that before yellow became my like primary color I like. Or secondary color.
Offhand, kind of stepping. Anyways, how did we get our colors again?
I asked y'all. I asked y'all straight up what color y'all.
Okay.
So
I couldn't remember how we got that one about.
Because when I started doing, I think it was Red Deading 2. No, because you couldn't do a subtitle color. It was Grand Thefting. The cyan, teal, turquoise, fucking whatever. That was my general subtitling that I had sunk on. But when we actually spoke, I was like, well, I can't have my voice also be the same. So I was like, here, I'll go yellow. Yellow is a pretty cool color. I think Travis was the next person I asked, and he took purple. Spencer was the next I asked, and I was like, Travis has already got the purple spectrum. What do you want? Spencer was like, green. Or actually, maybe I didn't ask Spencer. Maybe I just made Spencer green. I don't know.
Was Spencer even in Grand Theft Ending? I thought that was all PS4
yeah,
clips.
it's all PlayStation clips.
No, this is later down in the line. Was Spencer.
Okay.
So I did ask David, and I don't think yours was orange back then.
No, it was
yours
blue.
No.
Red? It was blue.
I think I was only in one. Well, I don't know if you've made any more. We got this
Grand
Grand
Thefting?
Thefting. Yeah.
Yeah, the Grand Thefting is the original one. Yeah, you were the blue. I don't know when the fuck you turned orange. I don't know when I did
David.
that.
That was at the beginning of Kewlcast.
Oh, okay.
That was at the beginning of Kewlcast. I asked him like what color because I'm designing the logo or whatever.
That ain't David no more.
Spencer Halo was green in the Half-Life videos. I don't, because I think Spencer would have picked pink. Or maybe he said green because you had purple and purple. I don't know. I don't remember how that went down, but
Yeah, me and Spencer are always fighting over purple, bro.
Bro's fighting over the lean.
I know. I asked Sean what color he wanted because he was in the first few clips of Half-Life, and he said gray.
Brown.
No, he chose gray, which I was like, thank God, because the color code for gray is C0, C0, C0. That's easy as fuck. David, yours is FFA 700. Mine,
That's orange?
Yeah, that's orange. Because I type out every fucking time I have to change a subtitle, and I do a billion subtitles. Mine is F1E80D. Let's see, what was Travis's? I don't know why, but Travis, yours I've never been able to remember. It was...
Oh, okay, I'm not memorable.
He forgot.
9E0C... CD8 or DC8? One of those two. Yeah, I guarantee you. Spencer's was an easy one because it almost copied mine. His was 1DE02E, and the Kewl color is 14E5E7. And I remember these not off the top of my head, but I put my hand on my keyboard and go, all right, what's their color? And because you all have a rhythm. That's how I remember my codes. It's like my passcode on my phone is always go like da 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 da, like just like I'll tap 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 tap. Like the Kewl color code is so easy. It's 14E5E7. It's just you just kind of go up the keyboard. That's how I remember all my codes. Is just like muscle memory, pretty much.
I remember why I chose orange. It was because it was really close to when I was like really in love with Farming Simulator, and we had that Massey Ferguson little tiny tractor that could pull basically anything we needed it to. It was a little workhorse, and for whatever reason, I chose the color of it to be orange, and I just loved it so much. And it's like, you know what? I like orange.
No, Buddy's obsessed with Compound. Is it Compound Orange, Brother Orange, something orange from Vietnam?
Agent Orange.
Agent
Agent
Orange. Yeah, there it is.
Brother Orange. That's kind of goes hard though. That could be my new nickname, Brother Orange.
Brother Orange.
Okay, I got the color codes up. Yeah, I got them all. And Travis's, yours is 9E0DC8. I always mix the C and the D up because they're away from everything else and they're by each other.
While you guys talk about color coding, I'm gonna take a quick urine.
Hey, it's you. Like it.
He's about to color.
Also,
his
FYI,
story,
we are 134.
Yeah, I know. We're still going on the memorable stuff.
All right.
So, I guess my answer is a really technical one. I've only played like the tiniest amount of this game. Most of my knowledge comes from YouTube, to be fair. But no game has stuck with me in its atmosphere and scares the way Iron Lung has.
Good one. Someone's making a movie about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm hyped for that.
Bitch in theaters.
Yo! Yeah, man, that game did so many things so well. The world building is just haunting.
Yep.
Terrifying. And the setting, you can't see anything. You're in this dinky old submarine. Like, it is a masterclass in building a horror world.
Well, you know the reason why I was so excited to get you to try and play those other two horror games I have sitting down there is because Iron Lung is made by a man named David Szymanski. Szymanski? I don't know. And he's made two other extremely popular games before that. Squirrel Stapler and Pony Factory.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I thought you'd like those, because
what's this thing with like two really weird words meshed next to one another? Squirrel, stapler,
noun, verb.
Iron Lung, yeah. Iron Lung makes sense because that's like an actual term.
Yeah.
But
Pony Factory.
Pony Factory.
Oh wait, that's right. He also made Dusk. Dusk was another. I think that was another pretty big game. It was an old ass game.
Cookie.
Or style game.
Not familiar with Dusk.
What was said?
Bro went to the bathroom and came out eaten? Oh no. Oh no.
My brother was in the bathroom, so I grabbed a cookie.
Eating poo poo.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's friend of me. Gonna get the poo poo man.
But
has David answered yet?
No.
What's your answer?
Travis's most memorable one, he said, was Iron Lung.
Iron Lung. Ooh. Man. I have to think about this. Black Ops 2 Zombies Origins.
Fair enough. That would work. Is that your actual answer?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't think of a memorable one worthy, but yeah.
I will add a caveat.
Avocado.
I personally, I knew David already picked the zombies, and here he's picked two zombies. I didn't want to cloud the list with zombies because
that's fair.
In reality, all of my answers could be zombies.
That is fair.
I will say another answer, a parallel answer to this, could be BO1 for me.
Yeah.
BO1. I'd say even
World at War.
It even goes outside of zombies because I think BO1 as a whole is a terrifying
psychological horror. Just imagine that kind of shit.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like, I left Call of Duty games out just because, like, in my brain, I didn't find them. I found their gameplay like they absolutely are horror games, but they aren't just like. Since I play horror games constantly, my definition of what I call genuine horror is way more fucking skewed, way deeper in some sense. Like games where it's, I would call something like Call of Duty surface level horror. Like Left 4 Dead, I consider surface level horror, but that's just because. And
I would agree with you on that. Even
that's just it. It's just like I don't even consider this just because. What is it called? My fuck. What is it called? Experience something enough, it gets tainted or whatever.
Desensitized?
I'm kind of like desensitized to things that aren't scarier than that, or to a sense.
That's fair. I know I was a little boring this episode because I say, oh, I haven't played that many horror games, and you guys will go, or Travis will go, oh yeah, but then he'll name Iron Lung. I've never heard of that game. I've never heard of really most of the games you guys have brought up.
That's why we got to get together at some weekend and just like fucking just play horror games. Kill gaming.
Yeah. Content warning, deceit, phasmophobia, and amnesia, like the only games I could think of, like genuine horror games that I've had, and the FNAF games that I've had any interaction with.
I was about to say, Travis, we gotta get this man on FNAF, watch his ass tweak.
I played the first one. It was alright. I didn't understand it. I guess I didn't really appreciate it or whatnot. The fourth game was my favorite. That one was the most fun. And it's funny because that was the least scary, I thought.
Damn.
Like, if you play the game without audio, like without just casually, then yeah, I suppose so. But like playing the game how it's meant to be played, like.
Oh yeah, I was at a friend's house. He had it on his phone. We had the lights turned off, and we were playing it. And I was giving my shot at it. It was actually more fun than it was scary. I thought. I don't know. Just checking the hallway, checking the closet, looking behind you. Felt more fluid than the first game did. The first game,
it is the more fluid.
Stressful.
First, second, third game are all I can easily say are like the same exact feeling.
Yeah,
there's more to do, but like
jank.
Way more static.
Yeah, it's like close the door, keep the door open, battery runs out, lights, camera, mask.
Yeah,
vents.
Just sit still and just look on a swivel left and right a little bit. Yeah, so
fourth one was like, bro, you gotta go to the left door. You hear something coming down the left hallway. Turn the flashlight on. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's something in the closet. It's like I was much more engaged with it. So.
Yeah, it is definitely the most engaging up to that point.
But that's funny that I heard you guys saying it was the scariest. Not the crap on you guys, just I think it's funny how people can take the same piece of media and get totally different experiences.
Because that's how I appreciate the horror of a lot of FNAF games, is the dread. Like, it excels in the atmospheric dread of sitting there, like the silence, like the lack of stimuli that most horror games do to keep you busy on something. That's why FNAF 1 is, in my opinion, one of the scarier ones. Like, just because there's just such a lack of shit to do. So you are actually just sitting there waiting for something to fucking happen. Yeah. You are hyper aware of everything. So the jump scares, if you're not paying attention, if they slip by, they fucking get you.
Yeah, I don't
Preston.
know.
Hello.
Travis.
Speaking of not a lot to do in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, I discovered like a project that apparently happened a while ago, but I only just now heard about it. Five Nights at Freddy's in real time.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you're doing that.
What is that?
It's like kind of a remake of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, where it has a game mode where you actually play through 6 hours.
Oh, man.
Like the entire shift.
Oh, man.
Getting 5 hours and 50 minutes in, fucking up. Now I gotta play another 6 hours of the game.
I do love those gimmicky real-time games like Desert Bus, baby, Desert Bus.
How long was that game? Like 11 hours or something?
I think it's 8.
Did you finish it?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I've gotten really far. I've gotten like 3 hours in, I think, but no, I've never made the full drive.
It's like when you hear people talk about Mr. Beast challenges. It's like you're telling me, because you'll see somebody win, and you're like, so you're telling me, like, if the person that won had their hand on the car for like 38 hours, they'll be like, so you're telling me that some dude had his hand on a car for 37 hours and 59 minutes and all that for nothing? That's how that feels. You put 3 hours into a game, not to finish it.
I'm gonna be real, Travis. He got you there.
That's some dumbass shit, you don't know how tired I was.
That's some dumbass shit.
Okay,
bro.
3 hours ain't even the halfway mark, dog.
That's 3 hours, bro.
Don't you have to drive there and back? So it's 8 hours and then another 8 hours?
I think the game pulls that on you. Like, yeah, you gotta drive back, but I think most people consider, like, when you make it to the destination to be the end of the game.
I can see both
There's
sides.
Desert Bus in VR.
Yeah, that's the only version I have access to, I think. So that's the only one I've played. Because you can play that without, like, non-VR.
Huh.
Like Faz.
Didn't we? Wasn't it multiplayer? Didn't we play with Sean? We played some Desert Bus, you, me, and Sean.
Yes, because the second players just sit in the bus. They can do nothing.
It was Gmod. It was in Gmod. I remember now. Okay. It was in Gmod.
Okay, that's the version we played. Yeah, that's pretty big.
Because we kept driving around and I kept spawning like fucking house fobs everywhere.
Yeah.
That is funny. That's hilarious.
Hey, there we go. There are our like horror games coming to mind, people.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know. Honorable mention, Slenderman. That was another game that I kind of would keep up with. Never played it myself, but that was one I got really into the idea and stuff. Something my friends talk about.
Undermine you, Slender Tubbies. Banger fucking series. Slender Tubbies 3, so goddamn good. Oh, classic.
What was the Slenderman game? It wasn't like the original, the 8 pages. They made like a more in-depth game
The Dark
later
Arrival.
on. Might have been. Yeah, I think it was Dark Arrival.
Released on like Xbox 360, PS3.
Oh, it was on PC too. Of course, right? Anyway, one of those more in-depth Slenderman games. I remember playing that with my sister. Like one day, like on her shitty laptop, we played that for like a few hours. That's a fond memory.
That is, yeah.
Like I said, playing horror games or experiencing horror with someone else.
Yeah.
Epic. Such a cozy campfire feeling.
But
I love horror.
I mean, could you imagine Professor X rolling his way towards you all by yourself?
God, I can't even play that game now. Not even because it's too scary. It's because you ruined it for me by calling him Professor.
I'm gonna buy you that shit to play on PC, but without you knowing, I'm a model swap.
Oh, bro does not like having thoughts placed in his head, bro.
You right?
Dude does not like having his mind read.
I'll download a few Resident Evil 2 mods. All right.
All right.
It's funny because I was like, I know what happens, and I was like, oh, you've played this before? No, I've watched a playthrough.
Oh no!
Christ. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Kewlcast and delving into our long spiels of dragging out. We're getting better at talking to each other. That's kind of cool.
We're learning.
Oh yeah. You're talking about like taking turns.
No, just like a like not having like a lot of these conversations we've been having the past few episodes have been less and less like kind of one-sided weight carried. A lot of like input, branching off of it, talking in depth about it, going on trips with it. That kind of stuff. Well, yeah. So thank you all so much for listening to this episode of the Kewlcast podcast. I have been your host, Preston, aka Scotty Burr. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch, SCOTTYBURR. Joined by my co-host. What?
That's a callback.
What?
He's twitching.
He's twitching?
He's twitching.
Bro's straight twitching.
Joined by my apparently twitchy co-host, Travis.
Hello, you can find me on YouTube at tmankuel5355. I had something I wanted to say, but I forgot. Move on.
And my other co-host who wishes to have a girl be put on, David.
Hello, what? You can find me out in your outhouse holding a spooky jack-o'-lantern.
His face has chocolate on it.
Who has an outhouse anymore?
Hey.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a good question.
He's got a big one out there, bro. He fills it up with chlorine to keep it nice and clean.
Yeah, I like to dip.
It sucks though, because when you're sitting there, drinking, it's like you got to go all the way out in the backyard just to use it, and you can't really have anything to lean up against, or else you'll fall in real easily. But
like the fat kid in Charlie the Chocolate Factory. He leaned too far, fell into chocolate, and then he got sucked up into the tube. And then the Oompa Loompas went Oompa Loompa, fat guy die.
Oh no. Anyways, yeah.
That man is in your outhouse. Condemn it. Please don't ever re-enter it. The things he will say to you. You can find us on our social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We upload every single Tuesday, 12 p.m. CST on both YouTube and Spotify. Spookyotify.
Spootify.
And I believe that's everything I have to cover. It's been a long time since I've had to host something. I'm now realizing I've forgotten my rhythm. But I think that's everything.
Are you remembering anything?
Yes, we hope you enjoyed. And remember to stay spooky. There we go.
Pooped in your